Welcome to the vlog, guys, and guess what? Our awesome Stingray exhibit is actually starting to look good again. I couldn't be happier. This poor exhibit has been through so much, as you well know, but it literally hurt my heart. Like, it's went from beautiful to not, to beautiful to not, and it's been sad for a while, but look at what a great job these guys are doing. It's just literally coming to life. I couldn't be happier. I'm taking this win, and I'm gonna be riding this high throughout the whole week. There's no more dirt, there's no more anything. Like, we're in that stage now where no more construction, no more destruction. It's all improving and finishing. Definitely makes me happy, but that's not all. Where are you going?
Home. Right back.
So now we're using the lifts to drive to and from to work.
Got to get our money's worth out of it.
You're not lying.
Low battery. Nobody parks it in. There's water. How did that happen?
If I don't see it, I don't believe it. And it came through the RO unit.
It did. I know I'm very untrustworthy. Hold on to that outside. Is there water, Lori?
There's water. Oh my gosh, this is exciting.
It sits at like 200 PSI, so I'm getting 15 to 20 gallons a minute in there. So technically it would take a little under about 3 hours to fill both of them, which is good for us, good for the aquarium, good for the fish.
Oh wait, this is hooked up?
That's how he got the water in here.
Oh, no way.
Right now it's technically in sleep mode, so it takes about 30 seconds to start up. The first thing it goes through is the flush, so the red light will pop up. And then those are basically the floats. So that'll tell us what gallons per minute, or if you're non-American, liters. Once the system fills up, the membranes fill up, you'll see the PSI meters go. But the flush is just to get rid of any stagnant water. Say if we had it turned off for like 2 days, it flushes it all down in the drain, so that's what you're hearing. And then it basically refills everything with fresh water from the carbon pad.
This is good, right? This is good? Green light means good?
Green light is good. That means the pump is working.
We got water. We actually have water. It's working, it's going in the vat. I never thought this day was gonna come. I'm sorry. Like, I thought it was a pipe dream, but we're here. We can actually have water today that can actually go in tanks. Oh my God, I am definitely getting a margarita after work today.
I know this is a big one for you.
Woo!
I got the chills, man.
I know. I might go to Mexico right now. It's a good week.
Good week.
So you heard the news, Jeff, huh?
What did you do to my
It
enclosure?
wasn't me, dude. It wasn't me.
Well, it had been Mike then.
It's unfortunate, but at least we found it now. Do you have any idea what's going on here?
Well, we know it's not the enclosure itself. Usually always the waterfalls. On our side closest to us, there was actually a little cut and there's a bunch of gaps in there. So I don't know if water is actually getting underneath the universal rock and then just building up in the bottom and
Probably moving underneath it.
yeah, because our first leak was the bulkhead. That's not leaking anymore. So, you know, that's why we run these things.
But it actually ended up working out because we are no longer using this for baby
Yep.
gators. New stuff's coming in here, so easy fix, you think?
I think it's gonna be an easy fix. Hey, sometimes things happen for a reason. What you guys are gonna do with this thing next is gonna be totally awesome.
Look at all these little gators. They're absolutely loving their new enclosure, and I've always said that if gators could stay this size forever, they'd be the most popular pet in the world. They're so adorable and very intelligent, and at this size, they're like little leopard geckos. But speaking of which, Lori had to run across the street because she said she had a wild surprise for us.
I don't know if you're aware or not, Jessica and I, when we decided to retool all the leopard geckos, right, we cut down and we downsized. With that being said, we decided to specialize in certain types of breeding. I want to show you the result of a few years of working on some projects. First off is this beautiful gecko here. So this is part of our citrine line. This is a hypotangerine white and yellow with high orange and greens in them. This guy is a spectacular specimen of that, but it gets even better. Let me show you another one. Look at this one. Holy crap. So this guy obviously is the same kind of thing, but also look at that carrot tail. Some of these things are just so mind-blowing. Like, this was a lot of fun. This was definitely a project that Jessica was super excited about, and I was too. Look at this, to sit here and line breed to get these gorgeous colors. The other fun thing about these guys too is the byproduct of breeding for this is some really nice tangerines that have high green in them. Let me show you one of those. Ta-da! Look at that. And obviously babies show some of the most vibrant colors, but do you see the head on that one? It is so pretty. Whoop, whoop. And he's fast and he's spunky. But look at not only the coloration, but again, like that green. She's done a great job of breeding this. This is one of our earlier years of producing, but we are gonna start to sell some of those. So definitely look on BHB for some of these, but that's not all. So another fun, interesting morph that we do, we've got this dark line that we've been working on for years. So these are descendants from the black pearl, but look at this. They just keep getting bigger and darker and more beautiful each generation that we produce them. These are some just randoms that I picked. We have ones that are even darker than this. I tend to go for like the dark or the dark versus light versus the bright and shiny. This is a project that's near and dear to my heart. I'll also show you a baby. Here's a baby. They're gonna be fast, so I gotta be careful. But look at that striking black on there. So this is the dark max snow, but also bred into the jungle. So that's why we have this crazy pattern. Again, we've produced some bangers in these. I can't show the adults right now because we literally just put them down in hibernation or cool down just the other day. We'll definitely highlight those once we bring them out. We just wanted to show you guys some of the lines that we've been working on here at BHB. And you can also find these lines available on the website. And let me tell you something, geckos aren't the only thing we're breeding here. This video is brought to you by ShipStation. You guys know we've done a ton of different merch drops. We were pulling our hair out trying to fulfill these on our own, just printing out labels and doing stuff like that. We came across ShipStation, and let me tell you what, they made it so easy. It automatically pulls from your store, goes to the ShipStation, and then with a press of a button, prints out all of your labels. Takes so many steps out, then you just pack the merch, slap it on, you're good to go. I can't even tell you what a time and money saver that has been for us here at the Reptarium. Life can be very chaotic. We very much know it here at the Reptarium. But if you're in charge of shipping from an e-commerce site, as you know, can be its own separate kind of chaos. But with ShipStation, you can save time and money by having one login for multiple businesses, and they also help you with finding the best rates through all the global carriers. With them doing that, you can take your time and focus on running all the other parts of your business and not have to worry about the shipping part. So if you have any kind of e-commerce business, I'm telling you, ShipStation is where it's at. You never have to upgrade. It actually integrates seamlessly whatever service channels you're already using for your website. And I'm telling you what, it definitely helps you provide a really great customer experience. Calm the chaos of order fulfillment with the shipping software that delivers. Switch to ShipStation today. Go to shipstation.com/BrianB to sign up for your free trial. That's shipstation.com/BrianB.
What in the heck is happening to this snake, bro? Dude, she's getting huge. Look at that. Look, she's all the way to the back.
You know the worst part about her now, too? She's starting to become a musker.
No!
Oh, musker!
Musky on the beat.
Musky on the beat, yo.
Dude, look how massive this anaconda
I actually can barely handle her.
This is as big as Ariana was.
Wait, this is Verde? Oh my god! Wait, this is Verde?
Dude, I told you she's
Dude,
huge.
what was I thinking?
You were thinking it was Ariana.
Oh
Look at her.
god.
Remember when she used to be like in your hand?
For so long, because she wasn't
So
eating. She would
long.
only eat like chicks, so she would gain
Bro.
like.
You're like, I would
Now
have told her
she's
different if I knew.
Pigs, rabbits, guinea pigs,
What?
fish, everything.
Like, I knew this was Verde, duh. But like,
what?
what
Look
is
how big she is.
happening?
Yeah, look how thicker than a Snickers, dude.
Thicker than a couple Snickers. Thicker than the king-size Snickers.
Was this as big as Ivy was when Brian got her?
She was actually a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I would say Ariana was this size when we first saw her.
I think Ariana was just a bit smaller than this. This is big.
It's a big
She
snake,
got
dude.
huge up there.
So hey guys, we're not just breeding leopard geckos, we're also breeding ball pythons. And things have been going pretty good. I've got a lot of locks lately, so I think today's a good day for me to try to do some ultrasounding and see where the follicle growth is with some of these girls. This girl here is part of one of the projects that I'm working on. So this is actually a Lori leopard, as some of you may or may not know. She's looking really good. I definitely have seen some locks with her. I want to go ahead and see where she's at with follicle growth. Obviously, Brian was the one who really always did all this ultrasounding because he loved it so much. But Lord knows I've witnessed enough of it, and I even did a little bit too. You might not have seen it. This is definitely different, me being the only one having to do it. I think I can do this all right. Again, it's funny because it reminds me, I remember the day we bought this ultrasound machine. This technology wasn't used at all. You would feel. It was all about palpating is what they would call it. And you would just feel, and then you would guess whether they were ovulating or not. Now, when this technology became available for us to buy, he was the first one. It's a game changer because you can actually see and you can actually measure the size of it. Nowadays, it's easy. I think pretty much anybody could get one. Back in the day, it was kind of hard to procure. So, fun fact. Where are you at? Oh, here we go.
Oh, there you go. There's a follicle right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
let's see. All right. Well, this is good. So this is looking like it's about 10 millimeters. That's right on track. You know, that means they're starting. And I know when Brian would see 10 millimeters, he would mark that and then make sure we constantly putting males in. The thing is right now, I'm not breeding a lot, okay? So it's very small. The male to female ratio is small too. So I'm already switching them a lot, but I'm definitely gonna make sure any girls that I see that have this 10 millimeter plus get bred more than ones that maybe don't have any yet.
Huh, what's that?
Misorje? Does that say Misorje?
Well, what a coincidence. Jeff, what the heck is this? Is this the tree?
That's what I've been waiting for.
Oh.
I'm nervous though, because I ordered this from a company that does museums, really high quality stuff, and I'm just nervous that I'm gonna open this box and it's gonna be wah, wah, wah.
And as Jeff is getting that unboxed, remember this tree's gonna go right over here. He's been talking about this for so long, and I'm so excited the day's finally here where it showed up. I really hope it's exactly what he thought of in his head, because I know he's gonna be freaking out if it's not. So let's go see.
I thought there was gonna be some weight to that.
Yeah, there's no weight to it. Oh, I am getting nervous.
It's a cardboard tree.
You gotta unfold the cardboard.
That's a tree.
We just gotta unbundle it. It actually looks really good. I'm actually really surprised. I was so nervous.
Look at this. It looks so real. I mean, I think that is like a real piece of wood.
Yeah, it's a real piece of wood. And what I like about this, they didn't continue around the back because it's gotta go against the wall.
So it's gotta be flat on one side.
Yeah, so I had it custom ordered, so it's only one side. I'm happy with this.
All right, well, let's roll the time lapse of Jeff getting it all figured out. Okay, Jeff, I like it. What do you think?
I like it. It came out really, really good. And it's supposed to be natural, so it's not supposed to look perfect.
Yeah.
You know, it's supposed to kind of look almost
Like
Charlie Brownish.
like a real tree.
Like a real tree.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you want to go for real natural, go to the landscape supply store and look for almost the ugliest tree. Something that's odd that doesn't look perfect. Well, where I wanted to put it, or I can see what it looks like. I don't know what, I like that. I think that looks good.
Isn't that cool?
And I think once we add some more to fill in that whole back wall, it's gonna even everything out.
I'm so psyched. Jeff, it looks so good with the wood up here. So sick, bro. Good job, Jeff.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go get Lori.
Okay.
Might want to go take a bathroom break.
So guys, this is one of the projects that I kept and that I'm working with, and it has the pumpkin gene in it. This one has enchi and pumpkin. I believe it's a super enchi pumpkin, but look at this animal. Like, it definitely is very different than anything else you'd see. This is a very cool gene. She looks really big and fat, so I want to see, is she just fat or does she have some follicles going on? So I know anybody who is not new to the channel knows the drill, because Lord knows Brian filmed enough about it, but anybody who's new, just to let you know what we do here, first you try to look for the gallbladder, and then you have to go south from there, and that's when you'll actually find like the oviduct and in the area where you will find the follicles. Obviously it takes a minute of doing it before you can locate it. When you find that gallbladder, it's going to be a real dark mass, so it's pretty easy to find. This is also the thing, you have to be coordinated. There's a pedal that you got to push at the same time too, and they're moving, so it takes a little coordination, kind of like my sewing machine pedal. It's not the greatest picture, but I'll take it. Say around 9. That's a good sign. These girls, I've seen a lot of breeding with the pumpkin male. I have a couple things. I have just the original pumpkin male. The one that I'm really trying to work on is the super enchi pumpkin male. This is a super enchi pumpkin female bred to the male. I really love what the super does in the enchi gene alone. Can you imagine how crazy these babies could potentially be? This is super excited. I know if Brian was here, he would be so stoked about this. So fingers crossed, guys, that we get something out of these. All right, guys, breeding season is officially here. We've got things breeding, we've got things hatching. Today we have a super exciting clutch that's hatching. This is a lychee gecko. Look at this guy. How cute is it? And this is the second one. The other one actually hatched yesterday. These are from the same clutch, and guess what? I'm so excited. I don't know if you guys remember last Tinley back in March, I got that giant female from the auction. We bred her with our giant male called Fat Boy. These are the production from those two. These have the genetics to be huge. So of course it's a no-brainer. We're gonna raise these guys up and literally see how big they get.
Look at them on your finger, Lori.
I'm gonna tell you guys, these have always been one of my favorites right from day one. When these first started coming on the market years and years ago, friends of ours had them. And you know, we were never set up to do lizards or geckos, you know, I never pressed to get into them, but they were always something that I loved. I would always go over to their table. I would always look at them and definitely wanted them. When we finally got to the point to where we started working with NuCals and Jessica wanted to, it was a no-brainer. It was one of the few things I was actually behind Brian getting. Oh, there's another tree. Oh yeah, oh, that looks so cute.
Jeff was so scared, bro.
We're like, should we undo this before Lori gets here? I'm like, yes.
It looks really good.
You live to see another day, Jeff.
Yeah, no. Come back tomorrow, the trees will be out in the parking lot.
Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.